Hey guys, what's up? It's Jason, Jenkins Risk Management. Hey, listen, I want to go over our trades from this morning on the prop side. It was a tricky morning today, and you always learn the most though when you have to trade from behind. And I always, I like to observe my traders and guys that I've trained in the past when they're in a losing position. You learn more about a trader when they're down versus anybody can put on a winning trade. So we had to do some battling back today. Um, and essentially, this is what we did. We traded the euro, euro kiwi, and a little bit of sterling. So here's what we did on euro. And got a little bit, I don't like to make excuses, but the reality was that we were up trading London this morning. They had one of the economic calendars showed Draghi was coming on at 425. Originally they showed 3, then they moved it to 425. Then he ended up coming on like 330. So we took this short here on this breakdown. We basically sold the low of the move. And we did that because we thought we had about 45 minutes before he started speaking. Turns out we had about 10 minutes before he was on. So we were kind of in this trade into this, which we typically don't want to have risk on in front of central bank meetings and central bankers talking or the big economic data. But it is what it is. We did do a pretty good job of realizing that, saying, hey, you know what, we've got some short, we sold here, we sold a little bit more into this high right here, thinking that the market was going this way. And then we realized, like, you know what, Draghi's speaking right now, there's a lot of event risk. He could just say anything and just jerk the market 50, 75 pips. So we said, all right, let's just cover back some of what we sold. We sold here, the market came down a little bit. We took off half our risk, and then we played this short basically right into this high. And that was where our risk was, that's where our stop was. So we came up here, couldn't fail, and then it's not about having to be right, guys, on every trade. It's about being objective, being flexible, and then look, if the market's telling you something else, the information, you want to be open to the information. The market is neutral. It doesn't care. Every uptick, every downtick, it's not emotionally charged. It doesn't know your position. It's not trading against you, even though sometimes it feels like the market has it out for you. It doesn't. It's completely neutral. All it's doing is relaying the information to you. So the less bias you have, the more flexible you are as to, hey, I embrace the uncertainty. This can go any direction. I mean, completely embrace all the uncertainty. I don't need to know where the market's going to go. I just have to trade what is. And what's happening right now, if price gets above this high, okay, it's telling me that it wants to go this direction today, possibly. So no problem. We stop. What do? We flipped and went long. Now, because we went from here to here, that's a pretty big move. So we buy light here, knowing that, yeah, the market probably going to pull back. And not only do we expect that it can pull back, we want the dip, because we don't flip and get heavy here and try to make it all back in one move. That's not realistic. After this big of a move, to flip and go long, you need to anticipate the pullback, and that's where you want to get a little bit more aggressive. All right, so that's what we did. We were short, stop, flip, went long, got the pullback, buy into the dip, use our setups, use our cycle methodologies, and then we were taking profit into new highs here. There was 2 more nice cycle dips if you wanted to continue trading the rest of the day. That served you well, but look at this. Why fight it? Just go with the flow. Go with what the market's telling you. I've done this so many times in my career. You get stubborn here, and you don't want to stop out, and you end up fighting it all day. And guess what? You're going to go home in the red, and you're going to go home probably with a pretty big loss, because this thing never went. It was nothing but bid all day. So there's a great lesson in that. But stopping here, I was able to get back positive on the euro. A lot of my traders were. Actually, the only reason why you weren't positive on the euro is if you just stopped trading right there. Um, and let's see. Let me clear this up. All right, so that's the euro kiwi. Man, I got some. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, euro kiwi. This is what was interesting about today. This was strong uptrend all morning. We caught the tail end of it. This is a 30-minute chart. Let me move to a smaller time frame. And so we took this hedge, actually, we went long here because we were short and feeling like it was, not feeling, but just noticing that the market's going to maybe push through our stop here. Just how strong of a move up. The 1 minute went bullish. So we went ahead and said, all right, let's take a euro kiwi long. And in theory, more times than not, if the euro is going to continue this way, you're going to see euro kiwi continue up as well, because euro is a big part of euro versus New Zealand dollar, obviously. Now, you could have euro kiwi rise, not go up because kiwi goes down a lot more. But if this stays relatively stable and this pair is the one that rises, you're going to get this to go up also. So the euro did this. Sure enough, euro kiwi did this as well. So we were in here long into here on this move up, and then bought some back here into this dip, and then we got more follow through. And we talked about, some of my guys were wondering if we should go short. I said this was going to be a tough area to break. This is the spot that needed to break if we were going to break trend, and sure enough, you made a higher low, and it's been in an uptrend all day. So that's the right call, was to be day trade long. And then lastly, we did sterling. So here's cable in a downtrend all morning, going with the trend. Trying to remember off the top of my head. This was 7:15, 7:30. I don't think we sold here, but we caught this down move into the lows. What we did was see this coming off the bands and then waited for the cycle to cross, and then we had the nice move down. This was pretty textbook. Downtrend, and then you're just picking your points with the cycle. There was a nice failure up here at the bands earlier in the morning. Well, I guess that was this morning. Yeah, we played this move into the low. And then we talked about sitting through this 15-minute pullback that we missed. But that was a secondary leg down. But we played this move here in London. Your cycle's high, you're in a downtrend, pretty textbook. So here's what that looked like execution-wise. Here's the euro, initially short right into the lows, as I explained, flipped, stopped, went long, bought more on the dip, started taking profits into the highs. Cable, this is a 15-minute chart. Same thing, short, covered. This is me stopping out on my last piece. Or not stopping out, but trailing out. And then here's euro kiwi, long, taking profits into the highs. Another pullback, taking profit back into the highs again. And so guys, if you're looking to join our team, it's Jenkins Risk Management. JenkinsRM.com is the URL right here. JenkinsRM.com. And what I'm showing, this is what we do every morning. We trade Forex together. I mean, I'm trading a little bit of everything. If something's moving in oil, we trade that, S&Ps. But specifically for my prop program, it's for Forex traders. So they have a chance to prove themselves, trade with me, and then get funded. And yeah, we're building a global trading team. So First, you get education, and then you get basically ongoing coaching and mentoring from me, and then you have the chance to be backed by more capital as well. So that's what we're doing on the FX side. Um, we have several other services. I'll do a video on crypto here shortly, but we've been trading that around. You can check out our services here. But that's that, guys. Come join us. I want more traders. Um, we're very consistent. Everybody was profitable Monday, Tuesday. Today we were down early. Everybody pretty much got back to break even or profitable on the day. I had one guy made a mistake, and he didn't take the Euro Kiwi long and accidentally closed that out and didn't get back in. But I'm just being open about that. So you got to keep score and be honest with ourselves. So anyway, guys, come join us and talk to some of you in the morning.